Hi, welcome to Resin and Roche. I'm here to transform simple ideas into stunning resin creations. Let's dive right in. So today, there is absolutely zero gatekeeping. And not that I ever did that. I've never done that to you. But now I'm going deep. We're going deep, we're going detailed, and I'm going to show you exactly how I marble. Okay? There is no glue involved in this video, but there are going to be 7, okay? 7 different pigments to create something that doesn't look like it's got 7 different pigments. But if you stick with me and watch the entire video, I will explain to you. So 7 little cups here. It's the first time I'm doing this mold, so I don't know how much it needs. And another thing, I'm going to show you the effect in a deeper mold, which is that sort of oval bowl. And I'm going to show you the effect on a coasters as well. So a deep one and a shallow pour. 2 different pours, see what it gets you. So let's divide all of this resin. This is a lot of resin. I made 400 mils. And the reason why I did 400 mils is, as you know, I didn't know how much I'm going to need. But I'm trying to get it all in these little cups. Okay. So the colors that I'm trying to bring out here are blue, pink, and if it mixes a bit, I love that. And then I'm going to add white as the main veining color. Okay. Now, as you can see on my table, I've got different types of pigment. And here is the first of the secrets, okay? You may want, let's pretend, or for example, this one, not pretend, but okay, you want blue like I'm doing here. I'm going to want blue in different strengths, okay? I'm going to want something opaque. I'm going to want something translucent, a mica, and different shades if you can and if you have it, okay? So here I'm doing the first accent color. So majority is blue. I'm going to add 1 pink and 1 white. Also a note on micas. Micas tend to take over, okay? So if I were you, if you don't want an entirely shiny mica heavy piece, only do 1 color in mica, maximum 2. But here I'm only doing the 1 blue mica. When you're using resin pigment paste, it's also very strong and very opaque. So don't use too much of that either. Mix your pigments very, very well, okay? I tell you that because, ask me why, hey? I have done so many mixes where I think I've mixed enough, but I haven't. So if you think it's well mixed, well, it's not. Go back, mix it again. So here's our pink. This one is Rolio. And then I'm going to use 1 blue, which is transparent. So this is just your classic resin pigment drops. Okay. I'm not using any alcohol inks here. Just the resin pigment, one mica, three pigments. I'm using a white, a tiffy blue, and the pink for the pastes. You could go less on the pastes as well, but definitely do not lose the translucent pigments. You really need that, otherwise you will come, that would be nice, but you will end up with a muddy mess. Okay, so the first rule is don't choose too many colors in one pour. Please use different types of pigment of the one color. So like here I've got the mica, translucent, and pigment paste. Do not use a million colors that you know will end up brown or a color you won't like. Try to think of the color wheel and complementary colors. Like here I'm going blue and pink because I know if it mixes together I'll get maybe violet, purple, or periwinkle. So think about that. Reds, oranges, and yellows are nice as well, but you also have to be careful that you're using the correct mix of textures and not all one type of pigment. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm blabbering on. But yeah, so let's get into it, shall we? I'm trying so hard to speak to you, but at the same time, I'm trying so hard not to put a flash forward light speed on this because I really want to share this technique with everyone. I mean, resin people who watch my videos, I know you fast forward and you just go to the end result. I know, I see the metrics. But for the beginners, people who are just starting, I really want them to learn because we all started somewhere and we were all beginners once. So just think about them. Now mica is very sneaky. Like this one, I thought I mixed it up, really well. But I didn't, and spoiler alert, there are some mica spots on my tray, which really made me sad. So this one is resin pigment in violet. White. This is pigment paste as well. Now don't fast forward because the second part of getting my successful marble is the way I pour it all the colors. So stay put. If you see my little cup moving, that's because I've got a fan blowing directly onto my table so I don't get any resin fumes going straight to my face. It's blowing to the left. Okay, here is our last. Sorry, did I say 3 pigment pastes? I meant 4. Asia from Rolio here. I can't count. You can also leave one clear, you know. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades of blue. 1 violet, 1 pink, and 1 white to make 7 in total. So again, easy on the pigment paste. Make sure they're not all heavy. You can have 1 heavy, 2 lighter. Just mix up the resin in your pot, scrape your stick, and whatever's left over, that can go in. Okay, here is the magic pour. Watch me pour. Now, you'll see a lot of people pouring with the cup tilted to the side. Look at me, I am pouring directly into the middle of each color. Let me move this away so that you can see the pour. Now, I am not, there is no order to this, okay? I'm pouring it, no rhyme or reason, just as long as it's in there. No drama, see, straight in the middle. No problem. So just alternate your colors. And don't be afraid. Pour it straight in, pour it in a swirl. Doesn't matter. The only difference is I'm not pouring with a tilt. Because, you know, heavy ones will sink. Lighter ones will stay up. Just lovely. Just alternate until you've got everything. There we go. That's a better view for you. If you've got a vacuum chamber or a debubbler, use it before in the little cups. Well, bigger, before you mix everything, because if you put this whole cup into the debubbler or vacuum chamber, you're obviously going to lose any marbling and lose all the work that you've just done. Okay. The best thing really is to have all the colors separate and then debubbled. But I haven't got one of those. So unfortunately, this bowl mold will have a few bubbles in the end. And it's a shame, but I didn't want to start poking it inside to get the bubbles to rise to the surface because I didn't want to ruin the marble. But now look at that. That is so cool. Just watching it move while it's going in the cup. I love these colors. Last three. See there, you can swirl it, you can just get it in there. Blue mica one. Okay, let's get pouring. Sorry, I'm going to just spray it with alcohol on the inside, help mitigate bubbles. I still got micro bubbles. I'll tell myself that, I would have had more without the alcohol. So here we go. Let's pour that all in there. Now I'm fumbling for my coaster molds because silly me, I did not put them out before filming the video. I was so excited, too excited to show you this technique. Here we go. Now you're going to love this technique because you're actually going to see, what do you call them? You know the cells in marble or in a geode, the lines. So it's not just a mix of colors, it actually looks like stone. And you'll see that at demold. So when I say marble, I don't mean just a mix of colors. I mean it has the characteristics of the lines in the stone or in a geode. So I've got my trusty soap dish extras going there. Scraping this up, and I will see you at the demold. See you tomorrow, guys. It's now the next day and I can't wait. I'm so excited to show you how my technique differs from many other techniques. But then if you've seen this, if someone else has done this, please let me know, and then I'll know I didn't come up with it. Boo-hoo. But it's how I do it. Now, if you've never seen it before, then yay me. If not, then whoever it was or whoever does it, great minds think alike. And here we are. Do you see those lines? Isn't that just perfectly gorgeous? The only thing are the little blue mica spots. But look at this. I mean, it took me a long time to figure out how to achieve this effect with resin. I mean, I've done many where the colors are just all mixed. Well, not completely mixed. They look marbled, but this is actually stone effect, like a slice. Like, look, okay, the table backing is real marble, and it's got those veins. Now, it's a little bit different in a deeper pour, like this, but I want you to see that it is still super gorgeous and fabulous and beautiful. And this mold is brand new, so it's shiny. Why is there a fly? Go away, fly. Sorry, I'm doing this outside. That's natural light you're seeing. But look at this. Look at how stunning this boat bowl is. I mean, it's got a few bubbles, but with the design so good, you can overlook the bubbles. Just look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. I thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope you learned something new, because if you did, then that is my job done. I'm so happy to have shared with you, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. Don't forget to send me a little like and a comment. Let me know what you think.